Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're not talking about working harder, not about clocking more hours or, the usual grind.
No, not at all.
This deep dive is about something much more fundamental.
Mm.
We're looking at how to acquire assets, the things that actually make money for you when you're sleeping.
We're on vacation.
Or just taking a nap, right?
Okay.
So let's unpack this. The sources our listeners sent over detail 15 really crucial beginner-friendly assets for building wealth that lasts.
And what's great about this material is how it frames the mission. It's about shifting your whole perspective.
Yeah.
It's about understanding the core difference between being a consumer who just spends and being an owner who acquires things that produce value. We're trying to figure out what an asset really is in today's economy.
And the sources give us this one key question that just frames everything perfectly. If you suddenly stopped working today, would your money still grow?
Such a powerful question.
It really is. Because if the answer is no, you're just trading your time for money. But if it's yes, well, you've figured out how to acquire assets. That's the owner mindset we're after. So let's jump right into part one, the foundational assets. What's so interesting here is that the list doesn't start with stocks or property.
No, it starts with you.
Exactly. The first few assets are, they're not even monetary, but they are absolutely the precursors to any kind of real financial growth.
This is so crucial. The sequencing here says that capital isn't always cash. Sometimes it's, knowledge, it's influence.
Right.
And the fact that the material puts mindset and skills before most of the tangible investments, that's the whole game right there. It recognizes them as the engine for everything else.
Let's start with asset number one then, skills that pay. The message is your first asset isn't a pile of cash you've saved. It's a skill that solves a real problem for someone.
Yeah, like what?
We're talking high-demand stuff. Mastering AI tools, copywriting, sales, coding, things people will pay a premium for.
Right, video editing is another great one. You can spend years trying to save up for a house deposit.
Sure.
Or you can spend a few months getting really, really good at a high-income skill, raise your earnings, and then use that extra cash to fund all the other assets. A skill is the fastest way to compound.
And you take that skill, and you combine it with asset number two, your personal brand, your face, your voice, your opinions. Just your unique expertise, really.
The sources call it a money machine.
They do, because people follow people.
Right.
Right, not some generic company logo. Trust is the key.
And that's how you build influence. But hold on, before we go any further, we have to talk about asset #15. The sources circle back to it and say it's the most important one of all.
The engine for the whole system.
Mindset.
Exactly. It's the lens you see the world through. And it determines how every other asset, from your skills to your stocks, is going to perform.
It's that core conflict, isn't it? Consumer versus owner.
Yes. The consumer brain keeps you trapped buying things that lose value. The owner brain drives you to acquire things that grow.
And when you connect that to the big picture, the shift is it's huge. A consumer sees a trend and thinks, oh, I should go buy that thing.
Right, I need that gadget.
But an owner sees the same trend and thinks, how can I create a product or a service related to this and sell it? One is spending, the other is creating. That's the leverage point.
And that owner mindset is the perfect bridge to part two, the digital engine. This whole section is about creating something once and then selling it forever.
Separating time from money.
Precisely. Let's start with asset number four, digital products. This is like the perfect entry point for so many people.
Ebooks, templates.
Yeah, Notion systems, mini courses. The principle is so simple. Create once, sell again and again. You do the hard work up front, and then the sales can be automated.
And for a distribution engine, you look at asset number 3, a YouTube channel. The sources are so spot on with this one. It's a true long-term asset.
One video can make you money for years.
Literally years. Ad revenue, affiliate links, driving sales to your digital products. It's a
Right.
perpetual machine.
And here's the critical part the material points out. You don't even have to show your face.
Oh, this is huge for people who are maybe a bit shy.
For sure. Think about all the huge channels that are just voiceover tutorials.
Yeah.
Or animated stories. It's about the value you provide, not about being a celebrity.
And this all scales up into asset number 9, a full online business, whether it's a service-based website or something like drop shipping or print on demand.
Where you don't even hold inventory.
Right. The key is no borders. You can be asleep in one country and selling to someone wide awake on the other side of the planet. It's pure automation potential.
But with all this great digital real estate you're building, you need insurance. And that's asset #13, the email list. We hear it all the time, and the sources hammer this point home. Social media platforms can disappear overnight.
Or just change an algorithm and your reach is gone.
Exactly. But your email list, that's an asset you actually own. It's yours. It's direct access to people who trust you. It is the ultimate insurance policy for your entire digital world.
It represents trust, which is really the most valuable currency there is online.
Okay, that brings us to part 3, the traditional portfolio. This is where we shift gears a bit and talk about security and patience.
Balancing out all that high-leverage digital stuff.
Exactly. And true to that idea of securing before you grow, the list starts with asset number 5, the high-interest savings account.
Right. A HISO. This isn't about getting rich.
No.
This is about protection. This is where your emergency fund lives. If you don't have that safety net, one bad market turn or one unexpected bill can just wipe you out. Smart money always secures the base first.
And once that base is secure, then we can look at the stock market. That's assets 6 and 7. Let's start with index funds number 6.
The workhorse.
The ultimate workhorse. This is well for patient people. You're not trying to be a day trader. You're just buying the whole market, like the S&P 500.
And the insight there is it's so important. Index funds work slowly but powerfully because you're diversified and the fees are incredibly low. You're just accepting the market's average return, which historically is pretty good.
And you get to sleep at night.
You do. It's wealth for boring people, and I mean that as a huge compliment.
It is. And the other side of that coin is asset number 7, dividend-paying stocks.
Huh.
This is true passive income.
The purest form.
You get paid in cash just for holding the stock.
Yeah.
You're not even selling anything. And then you can reinvest that cash to buy more shares, and it just compounds.
Then we have asset number 8, real estate. And the sources are smart here. They don't talk about becoming a massive developer.
No, it's about starting small.
Exactly. House hacking, maybe renting out a spare room, a small apartment. It's about how real estate builds wealth very quietly over time through rent, appreciation, and paying down the loan.
But let's push back on that a bit. Real estate isn't as liquid as an index fund, is it?
Oh, not at all. And that's the balance, right? That's the trade-off. You get that leverage from the bank's money, but you give up liquidity. You can't sell a piece of a house in 5 minutes.
And that's why seeing this whole list is so valuable. You weigh the passive liquid nature of stocks against the hands-on illiquid nature of property.
And then finally, we get to Asted #11, crypto.
Wild card.
It is. The sources are clear. It's acknowledged as risky, but also really powerful. The advice, though, is so critical.
Don't gamble.
Do not gamble. Learn the tech. Think long term. The phrase they use is smart exposure beats blind hype. And notice where it is on the list after savings, stocks, and real estate. Secure first, then speculate intelligently.
All right, moving into our final section, part 4. We're calling these the accelerators. These are the assets that basically make all the other 13 perform better.
They're leverage, pure leverage.
And we have to start with the biggest one right now. Asset #10, AI tools and automation. The sources give this, a pretty stark warning here.
Yeah, they compare learning AI today to learning how to use computers back in the 90s.
And the quote is just chilling. People using AI will replace people who don't.
It's not a toy anymore. It's a genuine productivity multiplier.
Absolutely. Think about that copywriting skill we mentioned earlier. A writer who uses AI to generate 10 different ad concepts in 5 minutes has a massive advantage over one who doesn't. It's just pure leverage on your time and your skill.
And then there's a more human accelerator. Asset #12, your network of smart people. Your circle is a living asset.
One conversation can change everything.
It really can. It can unlock opportunities money can't buy. It's not just about networking in a cheesy way. It's about being around people who think bigger than you, who pull you toward that owner mindset we talked about.
It's that collision of ideas. It's getting access to information that isn't obvious. It's a huge amplifier.
And that brings us to the final one, the master asset, the one that controls the growth rate of everything else. Asset number 14, time.
This is where it gets really interesting for me. Time isn't just something that passes. It's an asset you have to protect and invest, just like money. The sources warn, if you waste it, no asset can save you.
It's the ultimate multiplier. You invest your time wisely, say 30 minutes a day, learning that high-value skill.
And it multiplies the value of everything else, your business, your investments, everything.
Precisely. You can always make more money. You can never get back a wasted hour. Time is the one truly finite resource that dictates how fast everything else can grow.
So we've run through all 15 assets. We've covered everything from, mindset and skills to digital assets, traditional investments, and finally, the big accelerators.
It's a lot.
It is a lot, but the overall message here is actually really encouraging. You absolutely do not need all 15 to get started.
No. The strategy is to just pick one, start small, and be consistent.
That consistency is everything, isn't it?
It is. I mean, wealth is built quietly. It's built in those daily habits of learning and creating and investing long before it ever shows up loudly.
Yeah.
That quiet daily work is the whole foundation.
Which leads us to a final thought for you to take away this week. Given how much emphasis these sources put on mindset, time, and those foundational skills, we want to ask you this.
What single foundational skill, maybe it's copywriting, maybe it's sales, something from Asset, #1, could you commit just 30 minutes of protected time to mastering this coming week?
Find that one thing, protect that time.
And just watch how it starts to multiply everything else.
A challenge for all of us. Until next time, keep digging deeper.